ಆಕಾಶವಾಣಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರು.
ಬಾನುಲಿ ಶಾಲೆ ಬಾನತರಂಗದ ಶಾಲೆ.
ಬಾನುಲಿ ಶಾಲೆ ಎಸ್ಎಸ್ಎಲ್ಸಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ಸಿದ್ಧತಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ.
ಬಾನುಲಿ ಶಾಲೆ
ಇಂದಿನ ವಿಷಯ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್. ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವವರು ಸರಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆ ಶಾಲೆತಡ್ಕ ಬೆಳ್ತಂಗಡಿ ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷಾ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಎಂಎಸ್.
ತಿಳಿಯೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗೆಳೆಯರೇ, ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗೆಳೆಯರೇ, ತಿಳಿಯೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗೆಳೆಯರೇ.
Dear children, in the last episodes, my beloved friend Mr. William has described you about the question paper designed for prose and supplementary reading. In this session, I would like to present the question paper designed for poetry section and composition section. Listen very carefully and kindly make some notes. From poetry section, you will have 5 questions carrying 16 marks. 22nd question usually 2 mark question, 26th a 3 mark question, 30th usually an extract from the poetry section, 34th quote from memory, and the lastly 36th question a 4 mark question will be asked from the poetry section. Totally 5 questions, 16 marks. Dear children, you have 8 poems: Grandma Climbs a Tree, Quality of Mercy, I Am the Land, Song of India, Zaz Poem 2, Ballad of the Tempest, The Blind Boy, Off to Outer Space Tomorrow Morning. The first poem, Grandma Climbs a Tree. Usually, in almost all previous question papers, this poem is asked for 4 marks. We should concentrate on the main themes. Grandma was genius. How? What was her passion? What happened to her one day? How did her son fulfill her desire? You have to write answers in 8 to 10 sentences. Be very careful, and as you know, it is a very easy question. You will get 4 marks very easily. Try to summarize the poem in simple sentences and write very neatly. You will have 4 marks from this poem. The second poem is Quality of Mercy. As you know, it is prescribed for memorization. We should concentrate about this poem. In almost all previous question papers, this poem is asked for memorization. So, as you know, this poem contains less lines. So, we can make it by heart very easily. This poem carries 4 marks for memorization. Then the third poem is I Am the Land. This poem is written by Marina di Bellagenta. The land or the earth is the speaker here. This poem tells about the earth's patience. From this poem, we can expect questions carrying 2 marks, 3 marks, or 4 marks. Even an extract will also be asked from this poem. So we must be very careful and read the poem line by line. Next one is Song of India. It is written by V.K. Gokak. The poet is the speaker here. The Mother India answers his questions. From this poem also, we can expect a 2-mark question or 3-mark question or 4-mark question. Even an extract may be asked from this poem. So you must be very careful and make notes even for summary or extract questions also. Next one is Jazz Poem 2. It is a beautiful poem, describes about the pathetic conditions of the jazz musician. It also describes about the saxophone and his music. From this poem also, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, or even an extract also will be asked for. In last examination, August 2024 examination, a question for 2 marks is asked from this poem. How did the poet appreciate the jazz player's talent in music? Next poem is Ballad of the Tempest. Dear children, though it is prescribed for memorization, usually a question is asked for extracts or 2 marks, 3 marks or 4 marks. Usually this poem is not asked for memorization. Once again, I am informing you that usually a question is not asked for memorization from this poem. So there is no need to make it by heart, but be careful. A question will be asked from this poem for 2 marks or 3 marks or 4 marks. Even an extract also will be taken from this poem. So once again, I am going to remind you, my dear friends, there is no need of scratching head that it will be asked for memorization. Next poem is The Blind Boy. As you know, in almost all question papers, a question is asked for memorization. Question number 34. For 4 marks, a question will be for memorization. So make it by heart. You have some stanzas there and you have to make it by heart from first stanza to the last stanza. The last poem is Off to Outer Space Tomorrow Morning. This poem is about an astronaut's journey to outer space. His enthusiasm is described here. A 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, or even an extract for 3 marks question will be asked. So be very careful. Last year there was a question for extract also. So dear children, I have explained 8 poems in very short. Once again, listen carefully. From Grandma Climbs a Tree, you will have a question for 4 marks. It's very sure. Summary. First poem is for summary. Second one, Quality of Mercy and Blind Boy. Question number 34. You will have a question for memorization from these poems. You will write one question. 2 options are there and you have to attend only one. So rest of the poems, one is I Am the Land, Song of India, Jazz Poem 2, Ballad of the Tempest, Off to Outer Space. From these poems, you will have a 2 mark question or a 3 mark question or 4 mark question or even extracts also. We are very sure about Grandma, Quality of Mercy, Blind Boy. But other than that, it is left to you, my dear friends. you have to ready for the any questions. Dear friends, now I am going to explain about composition section. Here you will have 7 questions and 24 marks. These questions are almost very easy and you can score very easily. Example, profile writing 3 marks question, story narration 3 mark question, picture reading 3 mark question, unseen passage 4 mark question, essays 4 mark question, letter writing it is for 5 marks, and editing you will have 2 marks. Very easily you can score good marks from this section. I am going to take one by one. First one is profile rating, question number 31. Here, before beginning the profile, use these sentences. I am very glad to introduce Mr. Jagannath from Beltangadi. I am very happy. I am very glad to write about like these sentences you may use. Other techniques your subject teachers will inform you in your classrooms. The information is given to you, and seeing those information you can write in your own sentences. So, a 3 mark question from profile writing. Next one is story narration, question number 32. You have to write a heading or caption to the story. After that, you may begin with once upon a time like that. You may add it is a beautiful story, but at the ending, you may add these sentences. Thereafter, they lived happily, a good climax, a good ending. Dear friends, kindly write moral here. This is very, very important. It also carries 3 marks and you can take 3 marks very easily. Next, question number 33. The question is asked for picture reading. It carries 3 marks. Yes, you will be given a picture. Seeing that picture, you have to describe, you have to explain about the picture. A picture speaks 1,000 words. This is a beautiful picture. You have to describe about the picture. As you know, there may be a number of themes in the pictures. You have to express yourself. What is the theme there? Seeing the picture, you have to write in few sentences. You will be given free hand. You have to express yourself in your own sentences. It carries 3 marks. Here also, you can take 3 marks very easily, my dear friends. Some techniques are there. Your class teacher or subject teacher will inform you in your classrooms. Question number 37. Essay. As you know, essay writing has become an integral part of our question paper. A question carrying 4 marks is asked for essay writing. Write an essay on any one of the following. In last August 2024 question paper, these 3 topics are asked. One is mobile and its uses, Chandrayaan 3, air pollution. So, almost every year question or topic is selected from pollution, environmental pollution. Other than that, mass media, yoga, national festivals, national integration, mobile and its uses. Yes, there are many topics. My dear friends, it is also for your own expression. You have to express very freely. You have to construct the sentences As you know, essay includes introduction, development, and conclusion. For introduction, you have to write 4 to 5 sentences. For development, you have to write 8 to 10 sentences. Conclusion also 4 to 5 sentences. Use quotations, phrasal verbs, and name some magazines. So your essay will become very rich. It is also a very easy question, my dear friends. 4 marks from this section. So you can easily bag 4 marks from this essay section. Essay writing. Letter writing. 38th question. As you know, there are 2 types of letter writing. Formal and informal. You will be taught the both formats. From formal letter writing, you will have from, date, to, respected sir or ma'am, subject, body of the letter, thank you, yours obediently, it's for the teachers or HM, or yours sincerely, yours affectionately, then the signature. But you have to read the question very carefully. There it is told to imagine you are someone, not yours identity to be disclosed here. You have to imagine someone. The names are given there. The school name is given there. Then you are instructed to write a letter. The last question paper here is a question. Imagine you are a Prakash or Priya studying in Government High School, Mahadevapura. Write a letter to your friend inviting him to attend your sister's birthday party. Or write a letter to the Panchayat Development Officer to provide concrete roads to your area. First one is informal letter to your friend. Second one is to the PDO. In the informal format, you address to father, sister, mother, brother, friends, relatives, etc. At the top, there will be sender's address and date. Then, dear father, dear mother, you will write like that. Body of the letter, that is very important. At the ending, you may use yours lovingly. And you have to write the name, signature, which is mentioned in the question paper. Then, receiver's address. Next one is unseen passage. Question number 35. Question number 35. Dear children, you will be given a passage, unseen passage. You have to read the passage very carefully. Usually, no direct questions asked here. You have to comprehend. You have to try to understand the passage. So, be relaxed, read again and again, try to understand, and write the answers in 2 or 3 sentences. Be very careful, and easily you can score 4 marks from this question. Dear friends, question number 17. Editing. The following paragraph has 2 errors. Edit the paragraph and rewrite into the answer book. You have to write once again, rewrite. Dr. Sarabhai realized the importance of industries in India. He set up Sarabhai Chemicals, a pharmaceutical industry at Ahmedabad. Here, industry spelling at the end of the word there is I instead of Y. So spelling mistake to be corrected, it should be industry, INDUSTRY. Second one is verbal mistake, realize. That means, dear friends, you have to read the sentences very carefully. You have to try to understand the tense form in the sentence. If there are more tense words in past tense, you have to convert the other verb form to the past tense. Here, other sentences are in past tense he set up. So, you have to convert realized to realized. It is past tense. It's already happened. It is about the past. Usually, they ask questions related to verbal mistake, punctuation marks, comma, question mark, full stop, inverted commas, like that. Capital letters, we must know where should we use the capital letters. Spelling mistakes, it is very important. Spellings are very, very important in English. So you must be very careful. We have to try to understand, try to find out the errors. And once again, I am reminding you, my dear friends, you have to rewrite it. That is clearly mentioned in the question paper. Edit the paragraph and rewrite it in the answer booklet. Dear friends, today I have taught you about the poetry section and composition section, the question paper design, how the question papers will be asked from these sections. So I think you have understood very clearly, and in the next session we will talk about your most important sections. Those are grammar and vocabulary. Thank you.
ಬಾನುಲಿ ಶಾಲೆ ಬಾನತರಂಗ.
ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ಬಾನುಲಿ ಶಾಲೆ ಎಸ್ಎಸ್ಎಲ್ಸಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ಸಿದ್ಧತಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಬೋಧಿಸಿದವರು ಸರಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆ ಶಾಲಿತಡ್ಕ ಬೆಳ್ತಂಗಡಿ ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷಾ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಎಂಎಸ್.
ಜ್ಞಾನಗಂಗೆಯ ಶಾಲೆ.
ಮುಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋಣ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ತಿಳಿಯೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗೆಳೆಯರೇ, ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗೆಳೆಯರೇ, ತಿಳಿಯೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗೆಳೆಯರೇ.